Hello everyone! Welcome to this channel. Are you ready to learn new things today? Come on, let's begin. Do you remember a time when you realized that you smiled while staring at a certain picture or image? That suddenly you felt a delightful feeling while looking at it? Was there also a time when you couldn't help but frown staring at a picture? I'm pretty sure you have those kinds of experiences, especially in these times that we are constantly exposed to social media like Facebook, Instagram, and many more, where we see a lot of pictures. Pictures or images convey emotions that sometimes are strong or light depending upon the messages they communicate. In pictures or images, there can be happiness or sadness, excitement or boredom, and many other feelings. Let's take a look at some pictures and let's try to figure out what feelings do they convey. Be ready to tell us in the comment section how you feel about seeing each picture. We would love to know how you react. Are you G? Let's do this. Picture number 1. Picture number 2. So, which between the pictures made you smile? How about the one that made you feel sad? Let's look at them for the second time. What's in the picture? It's a beach. Did you feel like running to the nearest beach in your town right now? Did this make you feel calm? Did it make you smile? For beachgoers, you probably miss walking by the bay and swimming in the waters with your family and friends. With that, I guess it's not just your lips that smiled, but your hearts did as well. For others who have had a painful memory of the beach, then maybe it's the other way around. How about this picture? What did you feel upon seeing it? Did it make you feel happy or sad? Since COVID-19 is still a health issue these days, this is probably not the place you would want to visit, and perhaps this didn't make you smile at all. However, if this place reminded you a victorious health battle, then maybe you felt lighthearted and calm when you saw it. But what's really behind this picture? Actually, this is a picture of Subic Bay Freeport. Philippine Daily Inquirer wrote on July 4, 2020 that beach resorts in the Freeport have reopened to the public, but with scaled-down activities and strict health protocols. How would that sound to you if you're near that place and missed the beach so much after a long stay at home due to community quarantine? What about this picture? This is a hospital bed. How would you feel knowing that behind this was that a 33-year-old mother who tested positive of COVID-19 died after giving birth? Yes, Philippine Daily Inquirer said it on December 11, 2020. To me, it was really heartbreaking. You see, pictures or images are visualizations of text, and like text, they send messages which may be positive or negative. Apart from these pictures or images, you, as students, are also expected to identify the messages embedded in texts and assess whether they convey positive or negative emotions. Atmosphere, mood, and emotions. These are things writers create among their writings, which are revealed through their choice of words. For fictional texts like short stories, poems, novels, and others, Writers skillfully choose beautiful words and meaningful ones to paint pictures and send messages to readers that will create the nature of selections. For non-fictional texts like narrative, expository, persuasive, or descriptive, writers use words that are direct and expresses their attitude towards the subjects on how they should read them, whether it's funny, serious, angry, and others. Nevertheless, whether fiction or non-fiction, readers may perceive the messages positively or negatively depending on how the writers select words and incorporate tone in their writings. What is tone? Pivot 4A English 8 manual defines tone as the emotion or attitude that the writer embeds in writing. It gives more context beyond words used. How is that? When we read words in a selection, we interpret their meanings based on how the writers used them, and from there, we would get an understanding of the emotions that the writer is trying to drive us at, whether it's positive or negative emotions. They are called tone words. Simply put, writers use tone words to create meaning. To give you some examples of tone words that express positive emotions, here's a list from Pivot 4A English 8 manual. Benevolent, sympathetic, tolerant, generous, caring, well-meaning, candid, truthful, straightforward, honest, unreserved, celebratory, praising, glorify, honor, diplomatic, tactful, sensitive, thoughtful, formal, respectful, factual, joyful, positive, optimistic. From the same manual, here's the list of tone words that express negative emotions: aggressive, hostile, forceful, argumentative, aggrieved, indignant, annoyed, offended, disgruntled, angry, enraged, threatening, menacing, apathetic, indifferent, unemotional, arrogant, disdainful, overbearing, condescending, vain, scoffing. Sometimes, words of the same meanings differ in the kinds of emotion they express. For this reason, it is necessary to select appropriate words to express your ideas so as to give the readers exact understanding of the emotions embedded in your messages, and that can either be positive or negative ones. Let's have the following examples lifted from Pivot 4A English 8 manual. Read and analyze them. Economical versus cheap. When Joanne goes through the market, she usually goes around first to see most of the products so she can buy the economical ones. Another. When Joanne goes to the market, she usually goes around first to see most of the products so she can buy the cheap ones. Between the words economical and cheap, which one expresses positive idea? Economical. That's right. While both words can mean low cost, the word cheap may connote inferior quality, hence may express negative idea, while the word economical projects a sense of efficiency, so it may mean saving more of your resources. Challenging versus difficult. Online classes seem so difficult for everyone nowadays. And online classes seem so challenging for everyone nowadays. Between the words challenging and difficult, which one expresses negative feelings? The word difficult. That's right. Conversational versus chatty. My friend talks a lot. She is conversational. And my friend talks a lot. She is chatty. Which between the words conversational and chatty expresses positive idea? Both words mean being able to talk a lot. But between the two, the word conversational means being able to communicate with a deeper sense of connection, while the word chatty means being able to talk lightly in a familiar conversation. As to positive or negative, it depends upon what is really meant by the speaker. But the point is, the words have the same meanings but differ on certain levels. So, if you use these words, decide which level of being talkative is applicable in your messages. There's more. Unique versus weird. At age 36, Lucy likes collecting sea pebbles from every beach she goes to. She is unique. And at age 36, Lucy likes collecting sea pebbles from every beach she goes to. She's weird. The word unique means distinct or unusual, while the word weird also means the same thing. It can also be associated with being crazy. So between weird and unique, which appeals to be more positive? I will leave that to you. So, what do you really mean? Do you mean buying cheap products or just the economical ones? Do you really need to comment it's difficult or it's just challenging? Do you really mean your friend is chatty or conversational? To be able to answer those questions, answer these first. What's the context of your ideas? What do you mean? There's nothing wrong in using any of those words. You can use them in your everyday conversations or in your writings. Just be able to make it clear to the audience the idea that you will want to impart, so they would get the correct messages. If it's positive or negative, that depends on how you carefully use your words. Choosing the right words to use in expressing your ideas can lead to correct understanding of your messages, because misinterpretation of your ideas usually occurs when you fail to use appropriate words in your statements. To sum up, pictures or images and texts alike communicate messages whether they are positive or negative ones. Recognizing which emotions to feel from them is based on how they are presented. The feelings are there behind each and every word of the captions or of the text. Learning to recognize those emotions will lead you to sound judgment of the messages portrayed in the pictures or images and text. Thank you for taking time to watch this presentation. I hope you learned something from this. Rightful credits are given to the following sources. The same with the creator of the music background. Goodbye!